Hi everyone and welcome back to The Rush. Did you know that March is Nutrition Month? Well, you do now, and Karlene Karst is a registered dietitian who's joining me now to tell us more and give us some great ideas. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great, and I actually didn't know it was Nutrition Month. What does this all mean?
Well, this means it's spring and it's time to get everybody back on track. I think that's why they strategically position it in March after we come off a really long winter. And a lot of people, as we were talking about before, kind of get into that, a bit of a funk with their exercise and food plans. And
that's what I was just saying to you on the commercial break. When it's dark out, I feel more inclined to sit on the couch and maybe get takeout.
Yes.
But let's make some changes. I was telling you also the clocks bring forward this weekend. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Really? But let's talk about some things that we can do to give ourselves better chances of doing things right at home when it comes to nutrition. Let's start with the supplements here. What have you brought with you today?
Well, a supplement is, I think a lot of people make the mistake that if they take a supplement, then they don't need to worry about anything else in terms of their nutrition. But a supplement is intended to supplement your already healthy diet. And of course, to make up for some of the shortfalls that are in our food, especially fruits and vegetables. We're looking at a lot of different changes with modern technology, changes in agriculture, soil depletion. So we know that even when we're able to buy local and organic, sometimes our produce isn't giving us the nutrients we need. So when it comes to supplement, there are a few kind of foundational nutrients that I recommend year-round for people.
So these are the ones that we should be taking.
These are the ones that I recommend. The probiotics are what we call healthy bacteria. They're good for gut health. So we know that our digestive systems, with all, for example, takeout or too much sugar or stress or antibiotic use, especially after people have been ill during the winter, we need to replenish those good bacteria. So we need to take probiotics because it's difficult to get them in our food.
Now, these are probiotic sticks. What does that mean?
Well, they are in a powder form, and my children love them. They taste fantastic. They're super healthy for, no artificial colors or flavors. And the probiotics, these living bacteria, are found in this powder, and you just basically, like a pixie stick, easy peasy.
And then we've got some ones that we're talking about stuff we should be taking year-round. Vitamin C.
Vitamin C, fantastic, an amazing antioxidant. And again, because we're not eating the fresh fruits and vegetables that we normally eat, we're not getting enough of the vitamin C. And preventatively, that's when vitamin C is fantastic for preventing colds and flus. And these are the magnesium tabs. Again, just not getting enough of the magnesium in our diet. It's great for relaxing your body. If you have difficulty falling asleep at night.
Oh, I didn't know that, magnesium.
Yeah, they're tabs. Again, they taste fantastic. It's all about making things taste good, right? Drop it into a glass of water and drink it before bed, and it actually does help to really relax and calm your body.
Good to know. And when we're talking about it springing forward, we will get extra daylight, but vitamin D is always a good one.
Thank goodness, because we are such sun-deprived individuals in Canada, especially on the West Coast, and we are sorely lacking in vitamin D, which is actually one of the most important nutrients that we can supplement with. We want to do usually 20 to 25 international units per pound of body weight. So most people, even when they are supplementing, aren't using enough. And it's going to be almost impossible to fortify your diet properly with vitamin D. So that should be a daily supplement.
Can we just talk about the fact that these are chocolate flavored?
I know, I'm telling you,
I've never heard of that in my life.
I know, I'm bringing all the things that taste good because I believe that taste trumps all. And if we want people, and if I want people to eat well and to incorporate supplements into their diet, I think they've got to taste great.
Okay, let's talk about something that people don't think tastes great, because it is a weird concept that you can flavor things like this and they can actually taste good. What is this?
Well, so this is Sea-licious, and I formulated this product for this reason, because people, when I ask people, did your mom used to,
cod
make you taste cod liver oil?
Yes.
People still have this horrified look on their face because they're traumatized from the rancid, fishy smelling omega-3s that they were at one point taking. So this tastes delicious. It's the best tasting fish oil on the market. Smells clean, smells fresh. Teaspoon of that a day will give you all those omega-3s that are important for building all the cells in the body, the cells in the brain, for your heart and your joints, for your children. So it's something that everybody can take, and you just pour it on a spoon and away you go.
And it does actually taste good. I can tell you because I've tried it. And what is this one here?
So these, if you don't want to take the liquid, you can of course do the soft gel form, and this is a wild Alaskan salmon oil. This is like whole food omega-3 as well. So it's considered to be a cold pressed extra virgin salmon oil, sourced from Alaska, really high quality. And remember, not all supplements are created equally.
Well, it's funny because you're talking about artificial colors that some may have. You're talking about extra ingredients. You have to read the ingredients on supplements just like you do with your food.
100%. You need to know where they're sourced from, if the sourcing is sustainable, how they're manufactured to ensure, especially with things like omega-3s, that there are no heavy metals or mercury or PCB. So there's some real education that needs to be done for people in terms of supplements and the quality.
Okay, let's move on to the pantry. And having things on hand can make the difference of whether you're going to fall off the wagon or not. Let's talk about some of the things that you keep in your pantry.
Well, I think this is one of our goals with Nutrition Month, is we know that according to statistics, only 43% of Canadians are actually cooking healthy meals for their families. So we are focusing a lot on takeout and drive-through, and we're basically losing focus of feeding our family.
Exactly what I do when I get lazy. But if I have this stuff at home, I will make it. Now, quinoa is such a good one. It's become so popular in the last couple of years, but it really is high in protein and really is good for you.
It's super good for you. And half the battle, and I know for myself or for people who come home from work or activities, where do you even start? And it doesn't have to be complicated during the week. I think, number one, using the weekends as an opportunity to get prepared, to have some of these staples so that you're able to create one-dish meals, use your crock pot, make soups and stews that are incorporating all of our core nutrients into the diet, from fiber, protein, healthy fats, and it can be quick. So it can be a really healthy pasta. Quinoa, like you mentioned, can be used for hot or cold as a replacement for pasta or rice, can be used on salads or in addition to, and that's one of the things that I love doing with my quinoa, is actually adding it to my salad. And of course, recommend everybody to have a salad a day. But if you've got nice rice, some healthy grains right there, that can be part of the staple in your
for
diet.
your pasta here, you've got, is this brown rice pasta?
This is an organic pasta. So you could do brown rice pasta, you could do the gluten-free versions. It just
And buy
depends.
the good stuff. You won't feel guilty.
Yeah.
The pasta, people have taken it out of their diets because they hear it's bad, but you can buy the good ones and still have it.
Absolutely. I'm married to an Italian. He's not going to eat.
We're going to give up on the pasta. And then what if we got here?
You know what? The whole wheat tortillas or multigrain pizza crust can really turn into a 15-minute dinner by incorporating things like eggs. We eat a lot of eggs in my home. I always buy the free-range organic eggs. And you know what? Eggs can work at dinner as well.
It's funny how we think some things are verboten at certain times of the day, but you can eat them at night.
100%. And I love making like egg scrambles that incorporate some sweet potatoes and vegetables like asparagus and spinach and cheese. Of course, you put cheese on anything and it's going to taste great, especially
and then
for
you've
your
got
family.
Some staples we should keep on hand here.
Exactly. Again, can go into your frittata, or can go into your wraps, or can be added to soups or stews. So I always keep an assortment of beans like chickpeas and lentils and black beans, cannellini beans. Diced tomatoes to me are a staple. I can hardly cook anything without canned diced tomatoes.
Going back to the Italian.
And chicken broth is always a staple in many, many different recipes.
There's so many things that you could make just with what we've got on the table.
Here, exactly.
Okay, and then we have our fresh stuff here.
Yeah, fresh. Okay, in the winter we're extremely nutrient deprived.
Yeah.
Because we just don't have access to the fresh fruits and vegetables that we do. In Vancouver, of course, we're much luckier here when it comes to access. But there's this list called the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. It's a pretty widely available list.
Crazy. Okay, the Dirty Dozen. Let's start there. What is it?
So basically, the Dirty Dozen is a list of the top 12 contaminated fruits and vegetables in terms of pesticides and bacteria. So we want to try to, when we can, buy local, if possible. I even actually recommend local versus organic because less of the nutrients are lost during transport and it's being exposed to less toxins and chemicals along the way. But for a lot of us, it's difficult financially to budget in organic produce. So what I recommend doing with that Dirty Dozen list that people can look up, it's like I said, it's widely available, is we need to clean our produce properly. And that doesn't just mean taking your head of cauliflower and rinsing it under cold water, especially if it's not organic. So you can buy the already prepared fruit and veggie washes, or you can make it yourself. It's super easy. It's a 3-to-1 dilution, 3 parts water, 1 part vinegar.
And you've got that in a spray bottle.
And I've got this in a spray bottle, and literally you spray it on your fruits and vegetables, and actually research shows it reduces the pesticide content by about 98%. So it's really very foolproof. And then you want, of course, clean it with cold water. Reduces the bacteria, reduces the wax, and any kind of pesticides that might be on your fruits and vegetables. These ones here are the ones that I always keep on hand. Of course, your root salad vegetables, your onions and garlic and celery, carrots. Again, these can be turned into almost anything. Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. I love the sweet potatoes. And they're good for you too. And you salad a day, you always recommend
Always.
it.
And choose the lettuce or the greens. You want to get as much nutrition as you can per serving.
Yes.
So instead of doing an iceberg lettuce or even a romaine, which there's lots of water, so hydrating, but less on the nutrient side. So things like arugula are amazing. Arugula that also can be added to your wraps, to your pizzas.
And then you can add the quinoa and jazz up your salad.
Right there you have like an entire week's worth of
Can we talk about the little salad mixer you have there?
Okay, this is so fun. I found this, and I never buy commercially prepared salad dressings. I love making my own, and I use my camelina oil. This is something grown in Saskatchewan.
So you just put it in here. So it's got recipes on the outside, honey mustard vinaigrette, balsamic vinaigrette, and then when you want to stir it up, you just do how great is that?
I'm telling you.
Sometimes it's the simple things.
That can make your life so easy. So if you have some balsamic, some nice healthy oil, your garlic, you're good to go.
Just mix it up in there. Okay, Karlene, we have some questions from our audience for you. We've got Sonia on the social media desk today. Sonia, what is our first question?
Well, one of our viewers is wondering, do you approve of using tablets for things like garlic that are available naturally in that form to supplement the diet?
So in a supplement of garlic that's what they're asking?
Versus using it naturally and taking it as a vegetable.
Right. Obviously, anytime you can incorporate garlic into your diet, do so. And it's one of the most actually healthiest available things we have that can be incorporated to almost everything. And the health benefits from garlic are amazing, from cholesterol reduction to boosting the immune system. So it's something in the winter I add extra of to really help to give my immune system a boost. Now, if you've got a specific issue or condition and you're looking to use it therapeutically, that's what a supplement is intended to do. So take those nutrients that are found in any of these fruits and vegetables and then increase the amount of it with the supplement. And you can reach actually therapeutic levels by doing that.
Great advice. Next question.
And what do you think about spirulina as sort of an ingredient that's been getting a lot of attention?
It has. I love spirulina. And in fact, if you're like so many people who are feeling a little burnt out, a little exhausted, feeling like you just can't recover, maybe you're suffering from adrenal exhaustion, things like that, spirulina powder, it's available in a powder, can be added to your smoothies. I always recommend a high-powered blender as a way to get lots of nutrients into the diet. And I usually put a very small scoop of it into there, and it does an incredible job of really rebuilding and boosting the body. And it's spring, so I think a lot of us need an extra boost.
I think we do. Okay, next question, Sonia.
And do you believe in that rule of not eating later at night, especially 2-3 hours before bed? Is that effective?
I do believe in that rule.
I think it's the toughest one for most people. What should the cutoff time be?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. You know what? Give your body a chance to digest your food before you're going to sleep, especially if you have issues sleeping at night. If you ate a late dinner, especially a heavy dinner, you're not going to be able to fall asleep very well. And I just think it's for weight control, for belly fat control. We want to eat the majority of our nutrients earlier in the day. So those European cultures that have those large, amazing lunches, and they have their pasta at lunch, and they have their meat and everything, there's something to that. And so I recommend—
you have time to burn it off.
Time to burn it off and time to digest it and really let your body adjust to those nutrients.
And the one question we always ask is breakfast. A lot of people skip it. Why should we not skip breakfast, and why is it so important?
It breaks the fast. So especially when we're looking at weight control, preventing diabetes and heart disease and controlling belly fat, energizing your body, you need to eat first thing in the morning. It's one of the most important things you do. One of the most important nutrients at breakfast is protein. And this is, especially for women, one of the things we forget about. So buy a really nice high quality protein supplement, get a high powered blender and use it. And it's a great way to take nutrition on the go. You can make it, you can put it in those amazing jars with the lid and the straw, and you can drink it in the car on the way to work. Give it to your kids.
Because a lot of people say they don't like to eat breakfast, but you can really just make a great smoothie.
You can make an amazing smoothie, healthy, tons of nutrients, and it's the most important meal of the day.
Well, Karlene, great advice. As always, if you want more information and tips on healthy eating, you can keep up with Karlene at karlenekarst.com. We're going to take a break.